Good morning, Vietnam! I mean, Happy Independence Day! Yeah, that's totally what I meant. Anyways, welcome to Cold Waters. Again, thank you for joining me on the channel. For those of you in America, Happy Independence Day. Very, well, very meaningful day in the US, even though not many people get the meaning quite, but you know, it happens. Now I'm going to install just one mod today. We're not going to do the Russian sub mod because that didn't work very well yesterday. And in case you weren't aware, I died really fast in both the Alpha and the Victor 3. So, it could be worse. But I'm going to install the longer campaigns marathon version mod, and it'll make the campaigns take longer to get to the final mission. So hopefully it will make it a little bit more interesting, or at least fun at the very least. And we'll go from there. Gotta make sure I have this set up correctly here first. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. And the mission, or the mod, there we go. Oh, I gotta make sure, is this? Oh, only the campaign datas are changed, okay. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, restart the game real quick and we'll be good to go. Alrighty. So we should be ready with the longer campaign mod. We'll be starting out, let's see here. Campaign, North Atlantic 84, and with the longer campaign mod we're gonna have to start fresh. So longer campaign, stream, there we go. And from here, oh, so many choices. Let's make it a little bit more difficult. And BQQ5. Kind of tempted to go with the permit. Permit. Yeah, we'll go with the permit. We'll accept on the permit class. The USS Haddock, SSN 621. Could be fun. A little bit less capable submarine than the LA. Still fairly fast, but definitely a lot louder. What will Reaganism mean for US foreign relations? It means a very strong anti-Soviet stance. Reds attack. War declared. In response to the war, they're launching an early amphibious assault towards Reykjavik and Keflavik in Iceland. Alright, we need to protect Iceland. You shall not pass! Seabass on YouTube, being a dirty Brit, says Happy Trader Day. Yeah. Yeah, you're just jealous you weren't able to hold on to the Americas. Deal with it. Deal with it! We're not going to take harpoons. We're going to take TASMs. Because why not? Stronger warhead. Only 6. 3 Moss. And 14 Mark 48s. That's not many Mark 48s. Has 3 less total storage than the LA. Hours in port 44. Not sure where they'll be heading from. Yep, looks like they're going to come up through the Denmark Strait. Let's cut them off. Besides, sea bass, you should be, you know, we did in 1776 what you guys did last year. You know, we cut ties with a maniacal dictatorship. So there. We led the way for you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Alright, let's load a couple TASMs, just in case we need them right off the bat. We're close to 15,000 yards. Strong thermal layer at 103, and targets are bearing 069. So they should be just to the left of us here. Seabass says, dictatorship? We were great, the EU are dicks. No, no, no. You're great now. Not as much back then. Alright, let's start labeling some of these contacts. Sierra 2 should be all surface group. Well, actually, now that I say that, I have run into Cresta 2. Oh boy. Classified Sierra 2 as Cresta 2. Sierra 1. Something similar. Cannon. Sierra 3. Rapucha LST. Landing ship tank. Perfect. Sierra 5. Sierra 5 is close by too. Similar to a Sverdlov. I don't know what this is. Probably in Amguema? Yep, Amguema. And Sierra 4. Another Amguema. Sierra 6, new contact. No, in an amphibious group, I'd like to see a capital ship every now and then, instead of just frigates and light cruisers. Seabass says, why don't you go ahead and surface? I'm sure the Russians have a nice cold beer and some smoking hot girls waiting for you. Yeah, I'm sure. Yep, I'm sure they totally have that stuff just waiting around for me, because they're just such nice people in this time period towards Americans. Yeah, I'm sure that's totally what they have for me. Alright, helm come left to course 050. Let's go get that beer off the Russian ship, shall we? Permit had some weird proportions. Really small sail. Really fat little body. Contact faded on Sierra 1 cannon. We might need a good bearing on these guys before we can engage. Contact faded on Sierra 6. Alright, let's come to course north. We'll get a second leg on these guys. Helm, set your bearing north. Up scope. We'll get ranges on these guys before we decide to engage. I still think that's a bug. The scope itself should not be giving us ESM levels. Passing 007 degrees. Helm, steady on course north. Alright, switch periscope view. Low light. Sea state 3. First target looks like bearing 072. Hang on. Dive, make your depth 4 or 5 feet. Let's get above these waves. There we go. There we go. Cargo ship, this bearing mark. That's the Angbama. Wow, he's still way out there. 28,000, is that right? That is right. Yeah, let's keep heading due north. We'll try to intercept these guys and get closer. Yeah, that's definitely right. Warship, this bearing, mark. Cresta 2, 29,500 yards. Wow. These guys are still a long ways out. Warship, this bearing, mark. Supply ship, this bearing, mark. Landing ship, this bearing, mark. Is that all our targets? Oh no. Warship, this bearing. Master 1 cannon. Great. No other close contacts. 3 escorts, 3 landing ships. Well, 1 landing ship and 2 escorts. Pucha, landing ship. Angbama is basically just a supply ship. Smells like harpoon territory. Nope, I don't have any harpoons. I have TASMs. I have Tomahawk anti-ship missiles. Need to sink a couple of these escorts first, however. Alright, down scope. Dive, make your depth 140 feet. Let's get below the layer. We'll come north a bit, try to intercept their path. Unless they've detected me, in which case they'll be turning around. Which looks like it might be the case. Passing 100 feet. Level off the boat. Alrighty, helm ahead 2/3. Close distance a bit. Lost contact on almost everything. We are still going to close in on that Cresta though. Yep. 95% solution. He's booking it hard. And pinging away. Wow. Alright, let's speed up time just a little bit here. And we lost Cresta 2. Come north just a little bit more, and then we'll slow down and do a search again. Do a passive search. Alright, re-established Cresta 2. He's heading back towards the fleet. Alright, we'll come out of time compression. Helm ahead 1/3. Dive, bring us back up above the layer. depth. Actually, come back to PD. Yes, Seabass, I will try not to lawn dart. Contact re-established on some of the transports. Cresta cannon. What was the third escort? 2 cannons and a Cresta 2. Cannons do not have helos. However, the Cresta 2 does. Wow, the permit's tiny. Geez, we're at 4 or 5 feet, and we still got another 15 feet to go to the surface of our sail. Alright, raise scope. Switch to low lights. Let's require that Cresta 2. Oh, shit. Helo airborne. Bearing on Cresta 2, 40, range 700 yards. Damn. And he is broadside, that's not how we wanted this. Range 11,800 yards. Wow. Closing fast. Where'd that helo go off to? Where the hell did that helo go? Oh, he's up there. Only bright side is it's night, so our periscope should be harder to detect visually. Transports doing. Re-established on the cannon. Transports are. I think there might be zigging. They may have gotten a whiff of me here. There we go. Require a Rapucha and the final warship. Master 1 cannon there. $13,200 yards. We're getting ESM pings off of these guys. Should not be. Absolutely should not be. Alright, let's get a torpedo off on this Cresta 2. Fire department procedures. 2-1. Target master 2, Cresta 2. Bearing 016, range to enable 7,900 yards. Shoot 1. Alright, down the scope. Running good. steer that torpedo a bit. Alright, dive, make your depth 100 feet. Depth control only. Steady on the planes. Don't want to make it quite so easy for that chopper to drop a torpedo on us. We learned last night the hard way that that sucks. Was at the surface in the Alpha, and a helo dropped a torpedo right on top of me, and it hit. Alright, weapons. Enable torpedo. Torpedo running straight. Should acquire the Cresta 2 shortly. Transports have turned away. Come on, boyos. Come on, torpedo. Speed it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Speed up time just a hair. Torpedo acquired. Alright, helm right full rudder. Bring us to course. 075. Torpedo still acquired on Master 2. Cut the wire, reload tube 1. The cannon's heading straight in on us. Alright, once we come to course 075, weapons be ready, tube 3. Passing 050 degrees on course for 075. No idea where that cannon, where that Cresta is. Should see an explosion here shortly. One would hope. Oh shit. Guess who's nearby? That was that helo. The blinking. I think. Boom! Torpedo hit. Oh shit, we did breach. What the hell? How did we breach? Well, if we were playing Jive Turkey's drinking game, that would be 2 shots. Alright, come back to course 075, and we'll shoot at Master 1. Torpedo in the water. Not sure if it has acquired us. Stay down, full bubble. Get below it. It's running its circular search pattern. Does not have us. We are below the layer. It is above the layer. Should not be able to lock on. And second torpedo, however, might. Where did that come in? Oh my god. Steady down. Don't go loud if we don't have to. Go deep, go deep, go deep. Oh yeah. That was close. You just stay up there, and I'll just stay down here. How's that sound? Make your depth 600 feet. Let's get well below this thing. Passing 500 feet. Alright, level out the ship. We'll proceed down with ballast only. Oh, that was close. That was close. Alright, fire procedures. Master 1, Tube 3. Bearing 080. Range to enable 10,000 yards. Shoot 3. Tell it to go up when it activates. So this one had to have been an SSN 16 or SSN 14. 15? I don't know. I can never remember which is which. I think SSN 14 is the cruise missile, and SSN 16 is the submarine launched rocket assisted torpedo, I believe. So the one enemy torpedo right above me should have been an SSN 14, probably from that cannon that was closing in, possibly even the Cresta 2 returning fire on me down the course of the torpedo I fired at him. Still got that second cannon out there. Alright, helm ahead standard. Let's make up some ground on these transports. Compress time. Weapons enable torpedo. I want to make sure it has enough time to get up to the surface. Torpedo is now above the layer. Should acquire cannon when it gets close enough. Alright, once again, speed up time a little bit. Let's make up some ground here. Torpedo acquired target. Master 1 cannon. All ahead full. I want to make up some more ground on these transports. Oh yeah. Cannons hit. Is gonna hurt. Ouch! Hurt him a lot more than it hurt me. I'm okay with that. Alright, all ahead. Well, don't need to say all ahead, but ahead flank. Need to close in on these targets. Master 6 cannon contact reestablished. Helm slow to ahead 1/3. Alright, firepoint procedures. Master 6, Tube 1. Bearing 054. Range to enable 4,400 yards. Shoot 1. go up to the surface. You know what? Actually, just weapons, enable torpedo. Get it up to the surface before we lose the wire. Helm come left to course 050. Let's try to keep that wire. All up on the planes. Come shallow. Contact reestablished. Master 3 Ropucha. Still have wire guidance. Steer torpedo left onto bearing Master 6 cannon. Passing 500 feet. Torpedo should acquire Master 6 cannon, hopefully. Torpedo acquired, Master 6 cannon. Closing to target. Hell yeah. Torpedo room, con, reload tube 3, TASM. I'm going to sink all 3 of these transports in one volley. Alright. Dive level out 300 feet. Yep, there's a torpedo closing in on Master 6 cannon. Doing well. Keep it going, keep it going. Come on, torpedo. Almost there. Almost there. Boom! Oh, that looks so good at night. Oh, that looks so good at night. Master 6 cannon, target breaking apart. Torpedo room con, reload tube 1, Mark 48. Alright. Dive using depth control, bring us up to TASM launch depth, 200 feet. Feet high. Alright, fire point procedures. Master 3, tube 2. Bearing 080, range to enable 9,900 yards. Shoot 2. Oh, so good. Booster should fall off. Yep, there it goes. TASM en route. Under its own power. Make sure it hits Master 5, Master 3. Oh, no, looks like it's going to home in on the Anvama. Dive, come up to periscope depth. We need solid ranges on these targets. large warhead on those things. Passing 100 feet. Passing 70 feet. Passing 50 feet. We'll steady out at 4 or 5 feet. There we go. Up scope. We'll check with scope first. I don't want to use the radar unless I have to. I don't think that helo launched both of its torpedoes yet. Switch to low light. Transport bearing this mark. Master 3 Rapucha, range 33,000 yards. Perfect. And what about Master 4? Is that Master 4? Wow, Master 4 is close. 27,000 yards. Alright, we'll close in on these for exact fire point procedures. Fire point procedure Master 4, Tube 3, bearing 065, range to enable 25,300 yards. Shoot 3. Fire point procedures. Oh, that is so cool. There you are. Fire point procedure Master 3, Tube 4, bearing 074. Range to enable 29,800 yards. Shoot 4. Yeah, buddy. Missile on target. Booster dropped. Missile out. Should see solid hit on Master 4 first. Missile impact. Master 4 destroyed. And same should apply here shortly. Hopefully. Come on. Come on, give me good impact. Yes! Missile hit, Master 3 destroyed. Down scope, all dive on the planes. Aircraft still nearby, it might be homing in on our missile launch. All down on the planes. Make your depth 600 feet. Speed up time. Alright, level out the boat. .600 feet. And just like that, the helicopter disengaged. Boom. Cresta 2. Cannon. Cannon. Rapucha. Amgoma. Amgoma. All sunk. Weapons remaining 11 Mark 48s, 3 TASMs. Iceland is safe. Ooh, we got a medal. We just got a medal. I'm sorry. I'm a father. I watch kids shows. Okay, it's all good though. Alright, Silver Star for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action against enemies of the United States of America on 18 November 1984. Yeah! Yeah, buddy. Reds out of Iceland. Boom, baby. Ooh, at-sea replenishments. Sailing from Murmansk momentarily for a rendezvous somewhere in the Greenland Sea. Alright, let's get over to the Greenland Sea. XO, reload torpedo tubes. Tube 4 with a Moss. There we go. And continue on course. Get us over to the Greenland Sea. I don't think that's our target, but we might have to engage it just the same. There's our target. That's the one we want right there. That slow-moving target. I'm not sure if this is the escort or our target, but we're going to engage. On Twitch, I am Procus46 says, "Hello, are you American, sir?" Yes, I am. From the upper Midwest. Our depth 150 feet. Target bearing 073. Our heading 135. He's off our port bow, just to our left. Torpedoes loaded. Let's close to 15,000 yards. Happy 4th then. Well, thank you. Happy, if you're American, happy 4th as well to you. If you're not, happy Tuesday. Not sure what there is about a normal Tuesday to be happy about, but I hope you have a wonderful day regardless. Alright, helm ahead 1/3. 2 targets on sonar.
I have you now.
And I am, is it I am? Lamb? I don't know, you're gonna have to tell me how to say your name. We'll go with I am for now. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. He says, I'm on leave from work, so it's happy. Oh, lamp. Ah. See, now that actually makes sense to me. I don't know why I didn't see it like that to begin with. I don't know. But thank you for the follow, and I'm glad you're off of work. Those are always happy days. Happy, happy days. Hopefully my day off of work today can also be good. So far, so good. I've watched my 10-month-old daughter all morning while my wife unfortunately had to work. Now she's in taking a nap with mommy. And then we'll be grilling out tonight. Some good burgers, hot dogs, chicken. I'm not entirely sure, but it'll be delicious. Alright, let's get CO2 classified here. Looks like a cash-in? Oh no, not a cash-in. What are you, sir? Did I just miss the class? Yep, I missed it. It's just a Grisha 3. Deadly at close quarters, but until he gets in close to you, not all that dangerous. Lamp says, "Bless her, the little one." Yeah, she's absolutely adorable. I don't know what the heck giant Sasquatch slash Yeti slash Bigfoot like me had any business creating a beautiful little angel like that, but I did. And problem is, she's like me. She thinks she's funny. She's only 10 months old, but she's already a little pill. Oh, it's so much fun. Lamp on Twitch also says, I kind of fell in love with this game. Oh, God, I love this game. It's been a while since I had a game I wanted to binge play as much as this game. So, yes, I feel you completely on that. Looks like this will be our possible... Yep, Andajan. That's our replenishment ship. We did find it. Alright, what's Sierra 1 here? Come on. Looks like another... Ooh, no, Krivak. Krivak is the threat. Krivak will be our first target. Alright, let's try to shore up that solution. Helm come left to course north. Try to get a second leg on the Krivak. Are we above the layer? I can't remember. So, if a layer is weak enough, it doesn't show up on the conditions tab, but there will still be slight bubbles in the water at the depth of the layer. And no. No layer. This could be... On the bright side, it'll be easier for me to detect them at whatever depth I'm at. On the downside, it'll be easier for them to detect me whatever depth I'm at. So kind of a searcher's paradise right now. CR2 Grisha. How do we have such a good solution on him? They're guessing fairly confident on the range of 24,000 yards. Solution 68% now. Wow. Grisha must be one heck of a noisy boat. Well, technically I guess the Grisha would be a ship at that point. Passing course 060. On our way to heading north. Alright, we've raised Krivak 1 up to 51%. So far, 150 feet has been a good search depth. I am okay with that. The less I have to go gallivanting around at different depths, the better. The permit. Lamp says, voice commands, no, I just kind of... I've gotten myself in the habit of calling out my orders, partially because I watch a streamer by the name of Jive Turkey. He's a former submariner in the U.S. Navy, and he calls out every order he does, even though, you know, none of it's voice commands. So kind of habit I've gotten myself into. Wow, that Grisha is way closer than we thought it was. Helm steady at course north. Where is that Grisha? And apparently the baby did not want to take a nap. Yeah, you grin at me, little girl. Mommy wanted to take a nap with her, and apparently she was not having anything to do with it. Grisha's only at 10,000 yards, and now she's unhappy. Oh, poor baby. Oh man. Lamp says it's a lovely habit. Uh, is it complicated keyboard wise? Not really. It's easy to make mistakes at first because A and D are rudder left right. WS is your planes up and down. QZ is increase and decrease speed, and E and C are ballast. So you can change depth without changing the angle of your boat. So it takes a little bit to make sure you're not making mistakes and going up when you want to go down or left when you want to go up, etc. But once you get the hang of it, no, it's really not that difficult for keyboard commands. Bright Sun on YouTube, happy 4th. Happy 4th to you as well, man. I hope you get some good time with your family, some good food. Hopefully you didn't have to work all day. Alright, this Grisha 3 is the threat, not the Krivak. This Grisha 3 does have, I believe... Yeah, RBU 6000. If he gets into range, down to range 6000, he can launch his rocket-fired depth charges at me, which would kind of suck. Alright, helm, come left, oh my god, right, to course 025. Torpedo room, prepare firing solution for CR2. Passing 015 degrees. Oh, that Grisha's right there, too. Oh god, he's close, 10,000 yards. Alright, we're going to fire one torpedo off at the Grisha and one at the Krivak. Try to get weapons in the water on both before we do anything. Spiritus Volpes says, good evening on Twitch. Good afternoon for me, so good evening to you, good afternoon for me. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are having a good day. If you're obviously not American, because you said good evening, so happy European Tuesday, I guess. Or happy further east than I am Tuesday. I don't want to assume where you're from, but you're definitely east of me if it's evening there. Grisha turned north. Interesting. Alright, we're going to tell our two torpedoes we're going to use to run up towards the surface. Alright, fire point procedure. Sierra 2, tube 1. Bearing 041 degrees, range to enable 800 yards. Shoot 1. Fire point procedures. Sierra 1, tube 3, bearing 053, range to enable 13,300 yards. Shoot 3. Helm, come right to course 040. Let's keep those wires on those weapons. Oh, poor baby. She's just not happy. Didn't sleep long enough on her nap like she should have. Spiritus says, yeah, Europe was right? Europe was right. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope you get a little bit of entertainment out of this stream at the very least. I know I love doing it, and it's a lot of fun to have the interaction with chat while I'm streaming. So this is only my second week ever streaming, so I appreciate it. Feel free and ask any question you want about the game, about whatever. I just like the interaction. Torpedo's running good. This should be the torpedo going off against... Oh, this is the one heading towards the Krivak. So this is torpedo 1. Closing in on the Grisha. Should be going active any second now. Let's change where torpedo 3 is activating. Looks like the Krivak is closing in. Change course on 3. Torpedo 1 has enabled. Closing in on Sierra 2 Grisha 3. Got a good track. Torpedo running solid. 3 has yet to enable. As soon as one of these torpedoes impacts, we'll shoot our third torpedo off at Sierra 3, the resupply vessel. There we go, this is the one heading towards the Krivak, and again we're going to have to change its enable point, because that Krivak is turning. This is why we kept the wire on the weapons. Neither one of these ships has a helo, so that is extremely good for us. Let's take a good close-up shot of the Grisha. Cool looking little Corvette. These are the rocket-fired depth charges on the front here, with a range of 6,000 or less yards. 2 dual torpedo launchers, a close-in weapon system, and a deck gun. Dual deck gun. Russians never did anything small, did they? Dual deck gun on a modern ship. Nice looking little ship. Alright, torpedo 3 has enabled. Closing in on Sierra 1. Might have to steer torpedo 3 towards the crewback a little bit. And how close is that torpedo? Close. Closing in. Sierra 2 Grisha is moving at 33 knots, so our torpedo might not have enough. Oh, he got it with the countermeasure. Torpedo activated countermeasure avoidance maneuver. Come on, reacquire. Turn back around, baby. Oh, this Grisha is so maneuverable. Alright, get back on the wire, 2-1. We're going to have to turn it towards the target. Alright, sharp turn. Bringing it right in the baffles. Nope, stay on target. Stay on target. This is why we keep the wire, so we can steer. Torpedo has reacquired Grisha 3. Yes! Good job, Grisha, on avoidance, though. That was good AI from the Grisha. That was very good AI from the Grisha. 2 noisemakers, both of them worked. If I hadn't kept the wire on that weapon, it wouldn't have worked out so well for me. But, second torpedo closing in on the Krivac. What is he doing? Krivac is trying to intercept the torpedo before it hits the Andajan. I don't want the torpedo to hit the supply ship yet, though. Okay, we're good. We're good. That was also good maneuvering on the Krivac's part. Alright, both those torpedoes detonated. Checking on Twitch. Spiritus says, Outer Exodus, I played Silent Hunter 3 and 5. But all the bugs and shit made me quit it, and the fact that it was Ubisoft made me give up. The fact that there won't be any fixes for Silent Hunter 5. But I found it very, very interesting to torp attack ships without even going to surface. You know, just by predicting the course. Yep. Yeah, so the Silent Hunter games had very good TSMs, or plotting for its torpedoes. It would do a lot of the work for you with like the built-in weapons officer AI, but yeah, I must say Silent Hunter 3 is my favorite out of the Silent Hunter series. Just because it had the least bugs and it just felt the most genuine. Not to mention that subsim.com community had some amazing mods for Silent Hunter 3. I actually, since the Steam Summer Sale is going on, I just rebought it with the little bit of credit I had left on my Steam wallet. So, I might be either later this week or next week probably playing some Silent Hunter 3 on stream. Kind of as a old school games kind of stream. Yeah, if you could manage to stay alive through the campaign in Silent Hunter 3 late enough, you could get the Type 21 sub, or the Type XX. I think it was it XI, or their electric boat. Very deadly, very fast underwater. Could stay underwater a long time. The Germans, by the end of the war, had some really good sub-tech. Alright, now I loaded the wrong thing. Let's load a TASM. We are at launch depth. Alright. Let's come up to periscope depth. We'll get a good view on this thing. Helm, set your course at 080. All up on depth control. Spiritu says, I'd love to play a good sub sim again, but Cold Waters doesn't excite me as much. Oh, well, you know, to each their own, but I definitely love Cold Waters. I am getting an absolute kick out of playing this game.
I have you now.
A lot of fun. And with the sub is Spiritus. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing some old school sub gaming. Like I said, I haven't decided if it'll be this week or next week. But yeah, look for some Silent Hunter 3 gameplay coming up within a week. I had to pick it up since it was on sale. I had $5 on my Steam wallet remaining, and the game was $4.90. So it came out pretty good. Gotta catch that Silent Hunter gameplay. Yep, it'll be, and I'll probably play it with the Grey Wolves complete total conversion that's on Subsim, because that mod is just stupendous. And on YouTube, Quas Seabass is back. You're still on this mission. Nope, this is a different mission. Bright Sun on Twitch says, wish it was multiplayer. I want to play games like this with friends. You know, that is something that the community that's playing this game that is the #1 thing they want on this game is multiplayer. And I don't think the devs ever planned on making it multiplayer, but there's been such support for this game, and so many people saying that they want multiplayer for this game that they've actually come out and said they're looking into it. They haven't promised anything yet. That would involve a lot of recoding, etc. for this game. So they said they're definitely going to look into it. So I'm hoping they're able to do it, because yes, multiplayer on this game would be amazing. They would have to make like the enemy task forces a lot bigger, but it would be a lot of fun to be in a wolf pack with a teammate and go after a huge surface attack group. Alright, we're at periscope depth. We're going to load this TASM real quick. And we're going to speed up just to close range on this ship. And I damaged the periscope. Of course I damaged the periscope. Why wouldn't I damage the periscope? Okay, slow back down to 2/3. Repair the periscope, because I'm an idiot. Come on, why aren't you fixing the periscope? Alright, surface. Fix the damn periscope. Good lord. Immelman Burn says it is doable though. Yes, multiplayer would definitely be doable on this. So I'm hoping, like I said, I'm sincerely hoping they will. Bright Sun says damaging the scope seems to be becoming a theme for you. Yeah, shut up. I know. Do it all the time. Doesn't mean you're allowed to make fun of me. Alright, let's go back down to periscope depth. Alright, there. You happy? I didn't re-break my periscope. It's easier than you would think to damage your periscope, though. Alright, firepoint procedures. Master 3. Shoot 3 missile. Bearing 081 degrees. Range to enable 16600 yards. Shoot 3. There goes our TASM. Booster drop successful. Missile on course. Spiritus says, don't quit, remember, but in Silent Hunter you could only repair on the surface, right? Well, certain things you could only repair on the surface in Silent Hunter, yes. Seabass on YouTube says he doesn't want to know about my periscope. Har, har, har. Such a funny guy, let me tell you. Super funny. Well, we should see a nice little boom boom. Missile almost on target. That's really cool. Can still see. I'm not sure if it shows through on stream, but I can see just this tiny little dot where the missile is. Boom! Master 3 and Ajan heading to the bottom. Lower scope. Himmelman on Twitch says, in Silent Hunter, some items can only be repaired on the surface. Yep, periscope can be repaired. Exactly, yep. It depended on the systems, but yes. Alrighty. Looks like mission accomplished. Leave combat. Still have 9 Mark 48s remaining, 2 TASMs, and 3 mobile submarine simulator decoys. From the Admiral, good to hear you intercepted and destroyed the enemy replenishment resources. Keep up the good work. Further orders to be transmitted on this downlink. Boom, baby. Love it. Quiet seas. Alrighty. Our ships are moving in position, supposedly. That's another thing I hope they add to this game. They have all the code in already to be able to add in um, like NATO vessels randomly. Because it would be pretty awesome as well to have NATO vessels in the area of operations and be a sub protecting them from either a submarine attack group or a surface attack group, and have NATO ships and Russian ships shooting missiles at each other while you're under the water trying to come in for a torpedo attack. There's so many things that could be done with this game. Spiritus says, is it quiet? Quiet. Yep. It looks all weird. Quite. Quite. Don't quite remember. And then quiet is quietly. So Quiet would be quiet. Alright, so from the Admiral. Enemy Spetsnaz commandos will land from submarine in the vicinity of Narvik in Norway. They intend to report our sub-movements and perhaps sabotage a naval base. You are ordered to intercept and eliminate them. So they should be on either a Foxtrot or a Whiskey-class submarine. XO status report, reload torpedo, and continue on course. I'm going to engage this surface group just because I want to. Or this submarine, because the submarine heard me. We're going to sink more stuff before we go do our mission. Alright, we're loaded. Let's close to 15,000 yards. Immediately, rig ship for ultra quiet. He probably already has a bearing on us because we started out above 20 knots. Conditions, a little bit above average ambient noise level, or LE noise level. I only know that because of Jive Turkey streaming on YouTube. Alright, what do we got? Come on, sonar, give me a target. Spiritus says, does Coldwater have a damage model? As far as I've seen, the ship doesn't have one except for the fire and explosions. It looks so cool to bang those big holes into ships in Silent Hunter. Nope, they have damage. I'll, next target I hit, I'll follow the weapon in and show you the damage model. Klaus Seabass on YouTube says, are you in the narwhal? No, I am in a permit. Permit the Hermit. Like Kermit. Or something. Let's just pretend I didn't say that, random rebel. Oh, we have 2 targets. Alright, I like this. Alright, target acquisition. Sierra 1. We know they're subs. Probably a Delta, because it was close to a Charlie. Or, I mean a Victor. Yeah, Victor 1. Sonar. Con, sonar. Target Sierra 1 classified as Victor 1. And Sierra 2 is not a Victor. Might be a November? Not a November. Don't tell me it's an Alpha. Oh, it's an Alpha. Con, sonar. Contact Sierra 2 classified as Alpha. So he's dangerous. He's extremely fast, extremely maneuverable, Has horrible sonar though, and he's extremely noisy. But he's the fastest thing under the ocean except for torpedoes. All right, so the Alpha is the major threat. Where does sonar think he is? They think he's up at the surface. And little baby, like building permit. Ha ha ha. Yep, Kermit the Hermit got a building permit. Yep, there we go. There we go. The permit class up. Alright, yeah, Alpha's going to be our first target. He is way up at the surface, which means if he gets a whiff of us, he can drop SSN-16s on our head, rocket-assisted torpedoes. Knocked, how's it going? Knocked Wolf from a friend's stream with the Bok Bok. Yep, good to see you, Knock. Kirby Bok Kirby. Not quite sure what we're going with that, but all right. Helm, rightful rudder, bring us to course. 120. Now we have this Alpha on one sensor, on our starboard sensor. We're gonna bring him across our bow and try to acquire him even better on our port sensor. Basically, it will help sonar get a better reading on his range and depth. He is right up at the surface. Salutes to you, Noct. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. I appreciate it. And I'm not sure where you're from, so if you're from the US, happy 4th. If you're not from the US, happy Tuesday. That just doesn't sound very exciting to say. What do you mean she's totally my daughter? Of course she's my daughter. She looks like me. Okay, my daughter is definitely my daughter. My wife is feeding her cheesy scrambled eggs with green peppers chopped up and put into it, and my daughter is eating them, eating the eggs, and then digging in her mouth and pulling out the green peppers and spitting it out. She's totally my daughter. I am not much of. There are very few vegetables that I can stand eating, and green peppers is not one of them. Oh, that's funny. All right, steady on course 120. Yep, the solution on the Alpha jumped up. Every Tuesday is a happy Tuesday, says Seabass. Well, not always, but usually, yes. 68% on the Alpha. Noctwool says, USA, I hate fire. How do you hate fireworks? Who the hell hates fireworks? I mean, except for like babies and some dogs. Some babies and some dogs. Oh, I love water. Oh, there's the Victor. Looks like the Victor is... Oh no, that's the Alpha. Looks like the Alpha was cavitating up at the surface. Alright, 68%. Yep, he's no longer cavitating. Our solution went down by 1%. And if he went active, he would have us. On the signature tab here, these are the decibel levels that we currently hearing the target at. And basically anything above 5 and you're probably going to have at least a small solution on the target. On his passive, he's got us at -6, so he won't detect us. We have him at 23 on the toad, so it'll take like drastic measures on his end to not be detected by me. Alphas were very fast subs, but very noisy. If he goes active, though, he's got me. All right, on the Victor, we have an 86% solution on the Victor. 91, holy cow. He's going at 10 knots. Sonar has him up near the surface as well. Both of these targets are up. That's kind of surprising, actually. Alright, let's tell a couple torpedoes to run up. We'll go active. Alright, I don't want to shoot at this Alpha first. He is right frickin' there, too. 74% solution range, 7,300 yards. Alrighty, let's do this. 5-point procedure, Sierra 2 Alpha, Tube 1, bearing 080, range to enable 4,600 yards. Shoot 1. 5-point procedures, Sierra 1 Victor, Tube 3, bearing 201, range to enable 4,500 yards. Shoot 3. Torpedo evasion, all ahead flank, down full bubble. Make your depth 900 feet. That Alpha fired, took a snapshot back down our torpedo bearing. He's trying to hit us. Right full rudder, close the distance on that torpedo. Come to course 080. Alright, level out the boat. Alright, hold depth. Come on, our torpedo should go active. Come on. We did tell it to run up to the surface. Oh, come on. Really? This is our torpedo heading towards the Victor. Oh, finally enabled, heading up to the surface. Looks like we do have a lock on the Alpha. Oh, that was making me nervous. Alright, so yeah, Spiritus, I'll follow this torpedo in. It's gonna take a while to hit that Alpha, though, if he's going flank speed. Because he goes 42 knots and our torpedo goes 50 knots. So we are going to close in on him, but it's going to be slow. Helm slow to ahead 1/3. Let's reacquire targets. Double check, make sure that torpedo's not too close. Nope, he's way above us. We're well out of his depth band. Alright, closing in on the Victor 1. Excellent. That's his torpedo circling above me and back to ours. Yeah, we are just barely closing in. Noisemaker, so the torpedo went into countermeasure avoidance maneuver. Programmed to turn around the decoy and then turn back. So it's possible he might lose us here because he is very maneuverable. Come on, torpedo, turn back, turn back, turn back. Let's go, let's go. Looks like we've reacquired the target. We might turn back around away from the noisemaker. Yeah, noisemaker got us again. Alright, we should turn back around. He's just going to circle that noisemaker. Alright, come on, torpedo. Circle back around. Re-engage. Looks like the Victor 1 also decoyed our torpedo. Yep. He is nowhere near as fast as that Alpha, though. Alpha dropped another noisemaker. Dang it. Torpedo room. Reload tubes 1 and 3. Might need another torpedo on this Alpha. Alright, 5-point procedures. Sierra 2 Alpha. Tube 2. Bearing 059. Range to enable 3,000 yards. Shoot 2. See if we can't keep this torpedo. Pipe Penguin says, "Hi there. Welcome to the stream, Pipe Penguin. We are currently watching as our torpedo dances with a Soviet Alpha. I would really like this thing to kill it, but I don't think that's going to happen. We did get Sierra 1 Victor, though. I'll pop in on him. Yep, see? Hole in the side. And with certain subs, it will take 2 torpedoes to hit, but not a Victor 1. So Victor 1 sunk. And because this is modern subcombat, there are a great many, all the torpedoes have homing, passive sonar, and active sonar. And a wreck like this will soak up almost every torpedo anywhere near it because it's making so much noise and presents such a big target. So thankfully he is way off to the side, and we did hit Sierra 2 Alpha with our one torpedo. God, he danced around it forever. Look at our torpedo. Look at his track. He was doing a good job of avoidance, but it was not enough. Sierra 2 Alpha heading to the bottom. Yeah, look at that damage. Yep, the same goes for surface warships and my sub. If I get hit by a torpedo, we do have damage control. Certain compartments will flood, certain things will get damaged, and the same applies to all AI ships and boats as well. Baby girl, how did you get eggs in your eye? And my daughter has eggs in her eye. Oh, great. Alright, our torpedo is searching for a target. But because of that, we won't be able to leave the mission, so we will just have it go after the Alpha. If we can. I am driving the torpedo manually now, using the 4, 5, 6, 8 keys on the number pad. Because I kept the wire on the torpedo. There's a copper wire that runs from the torpedo back to my ship. And let's detonate it in the ground. There we go. And the enemy torpedo behind us looks like it finally ran out of juice. We should be able to leave. Alright, no vessels, no weapons, no aircraft. Victor 1, Alpha, sunk. 6 torpedoes remaining, 2 TASMs, and 3 Moss decoys. And a whole bunch, and I think we still have 20 noisemakers as well. So we're doing good so far. From the Admiral to USS Haddock. Good job, but this was not your mission objective. Yes, I know. Oh, no you don't. Now we need to wait for the submarine coming in on Narvik. Now on the campaign map here, these are the NATO SOSUS nets. Underwater passive sonar arrays. Very, very, very sensitive. Soviet Union was not happy when they found out about this one here, or these. But, up there, looks like our sub coming there. So we basically heard everything the Soviets sent out to sea. Alright. Con, sonar, new contact, bearing 30, designate 01. Our heading is 15, ooh, almost just 15 degrees off our right bow, or starboard bow, for those of you who know any kind of naval lingo. And we don't want to miss this guy. We're going to close right into 10,000 yards. It should be a diesel-electric submarine, because they are the Special Forces subs. So it's not going to be fast underwater. At slow speeds, it will be very quiet, however. But it's very slow underwater, and will only take 1 torpedo to kill. Alright, we have 2 contacts. Let's classify contacts. Sierra 2. Let's get him classified. No way is that a Charlie 1. I don't have the 4th or 5th lines on this classification yet. So let's layer at 99 feet. They might be deep. Dive, make your depth 150 feet. Let's get below the layer. Thermal layer in the water, again, will refract sound waves, making it harder to detect things on the opposite side of the thermal layer. So we're going to come deeper and try to pick these guys up better. Looks like there's one of them, Sierra 1 right in front of us. And I can't see Sierra 2. Sierra 2 should be right off in that direction there. But, alright. Level us off, we're deep enough. Let's get a better reading on this guy. I still don't think it's a Sierra either. Sierra is the Soviet Union's newest sub, very dangerous sub. Almost a victor. This third line doesn't quite line up. I'm going to bet that's a whiskey. We're going to classify Sierra 2 as a whiskey for now. Sierra 1, Foxtrot. Not a Foxtrot, Tango. Sierra 1 classified as Tango. Those might be incorrect, but we'll go with them for now. So the whiskey should be our target. The whiskey should be the Spetsnaz boat. Sierra 1 Tango, we have it 64% already. Helm come right to course 090. Let's get a second leg on these guys. The Permit is definitely more maneuverable side to side than the Los Angeles class is. Contact Sierra 1 Tango faded. We should reacquire as soon as our bow gets past him on our towed array to the side. Passing course 040. Be very, very quiet. Now they're not... They're not very capable subs, but they are still dangerous. They do carry the same torpedoes as modern Soviet subs. Passing course 075 on our way to course 090. Alright, we'll give it about 30 seconds for our towed array to straighten back out. The towed array is not modeled, like 3D model, but it is very well done, calculated within the game in terms of detection. So I just made a turn, so the towed array is still falling kind of behind turned. It's on its way to straightening out. Once it straightens out, we should reacquire Sierra 1. Yep, and we only have Sierra 2 Whiskey at 3 decibels on our passive sonar. So we are not sure at all on his range. However, that Tango, I can't believe we haven't redetected the Tango. Towed array should be straightened out by now. Alright, I really don't want to mess around with these guys for too long. Eventually they are going to hear me. I'm not as quiet as a Los Angeles, so... The Whiskey still can't detect us. He's at negative 17 on his passive. Needs to be between 5 and 10 to lock on normally. Alright, helm ahead 2/3. Let's close distance on these targets. We'll speed up time just a little bit. Whiskey faded because we increased our speed. Started causing more noise along the hull. We'll slow back down here shortly. Alright, we'll get to this vertical line here on the grid and decompress time. Alright. All stop. Maneuvering eye. There we go. There's a Whiskey. Sonar has him very close. There's that Tango. That's what we're looking for. Alright. Helm come right to course 135. 120. We'll go 30 degrees more. Need to get a better solution on these guys. 30% on the whiskey. Tango at 31% solution is guessed at 40,000 yards. Now we know that's not right because we can see the dang thing. And we can only see out to about 15,000 yards. Alright, passing 110. Ahead 1/3. Alright, 35% on the whiskey. Now guessing his range at 800 yards. I think he's closer than that. Tell these guys to go active. Alright, we're gonna shoot. Well, hang on. Ugh. God, he's so quiet. The only downside about these diesel electric boats are at low speeds, they're almost silent. Almost silent at low speeds. I think we were wrong on that guy too. Sierra 1 Tango. Yes, we are wrong. He is not a Tango. He's a Victor. Nope, not a Victor 1. Victor 2. Ugh. Victor 2 class nuclear attack boat. Suddenly this became a much more dangerous engagement. He is quite capable. Still got crap for sonar, but he's much faster and much more accurate. Sierra 2 Whiskey. We're guessing he's above the layer. Damn. Alright. Depth control up 30. Bring us above the layer. Make your depth 070 feet. Now once we cross 99 feet, you should see our detection go up. His detection will also go up because we're no longer on opposite sides of the layer. He might get us once we cross the layer here. Passing 125 feet. Very dangerous situation to be in. We got 75% solution. Hold depth. Yeah, see, he went up a little bit now. Oh, he's at 0 on passive. He's going to have us any second now. Holy crap. Sonar just updated his range to less than 7,000 yards. Oh, dear. 4 on active. If he goes active, he'll have us. Alright, I can't let that happen. Helm, left full rudder. Firepower procedures. Sierra 2 Whiskey, Tube 1, bearing 076, range to enable 1,100 yards. Shoot 1. Yep, he's got us. He went active as soon as he heard the launch transient from our torpedo. Let's see if he's smart enough to return fire. That Victor definitely should. He should have heard that even though we're above the layer and he's below it. Our torpedo has gone active, has acquired. And we're so close and have such a good solution on him that if he launches a countermeasure, we're going to just steer the torpedo right through it. Sierra 2 Whiskey destroyed. All we have to worry about is that escort sub. Alright. Depth control, bring us back below the layer. Make your depth 150 feet. He might have us on active, might not have us on active. 46% solution. If he goes active sonar one more time, we're going to take a shot at him. Torpedo room, reload tube 1. Level out depth control. Keep coming left to course 045. Ready, tube 2. We lost him. Sonar con, switch to active sonar. Need to find this guy. Continue left to course north. Alright, secure from active sonar. He got us. He got us on a ping right from there. Gonna fire back. Snapshot, tube 2. Torpedo avoidance, all ahead flank. Left full rudder. Gonna bring that in just a little bit closer. And let the torpedo do its own work. We will lose the wire any second now. Yep, there it goes. Reload tube 2. Rudder amidships. See what he does with this torpedo. Sonar switch to active sonar. We need to reacquire that torpedo. Ahead standard. Any second now, we should reacquire that torpedo. There we go. 01 cavitating. Oh, our torpedo might be... We might have told it to activate too late. Right full rudder. Let's come back to bearing. Make your course 070. He should have lost the wire there as well. So he should not be able to turn his torpedo. We should be okay turning back to the right. Alright, rudder amidships. Our torpedo has gone active. Yeah, we may have enabled it past him. Alright, we'll see what our torpedo does here a little bit longer. Looks like there was a slight course correction on the torpedo. It may have acquired. Torpedo looks like it is acquired. Helm, keep coming right. Let's get out of range of that torpedo. Alright, rudder amidships. See if he acquires us or not. Our torpedo is definitely on him, though. Looks like his torpedo just enabled. His torpedo is active pinging. Going in snake search. It might acquire us on this pass back. You see nothing. You see nothing. You see nothing. Alright, we should be okay. Come left. Full rudder. Close bearing on that enemy active sonar. Noisemaker in the water. He's trying to get rid of our torpedo. Stay on active sonar. I want that bearing kept. He may have lost our torpedo. Nope, our torpedo has reacquired. Impact 01 Victor 2 destroyed. Secure active sonar. And we just gotta run this torpedo out. Excellent. Unhappy baby in the background. Gotta be held by mommy. She's a definitely mommy baby. Alright, should be able to leave. Leave combat. Victor 2 and Whiskey sunk. Excellent. From the Admiral, excellent performance locating and eliminating enemy submarines transporting Spetsnaz commandos. New orders to be issued shortly on this downlink. Those special forces will not get to Navik. And we got a bronze medal for extraordinary heroism. I'm okay with this. I like medals. More chest bling for when we get shore leave. Show off to everyone in the bars we go to. Alright, intelligence has discerned a pattern to movements of enemy at-sea replenishment tankers and tenders. Small enemy force expected to sail from Murmansk shortly for a rendezvous near the Barents Sea. What do we got for weapons left? 4 torpedoes, 2 TASMs. That's not a whole lot to go on. Oi. Let's give it a shot. If we need to, we'll run like a bat out of hell. Ah, crap. Con sonar, new contact, designate Sierra 1. Alright, we're not gonna close at all, and we're gonna try to leave right away. Hopefully nothing's within 15,000 yards. And, of course, vessels nearby. Rig ship for ultra quiet. Somebody is here. Do a quiet search and see if we detect anything. Speed up time a little bit. We got nothing. Alright, helm come about. Set course 270. Let's see if we can escape. Well, rudder amidships. What is Sierra 1? If I had to guess, I'd say he's a sub. Foxtrot, class, diesel-electric submarine. Yep, we're gonna keep coming left. We're gonna try to leave. We need to keep our torpedoes for our target here. Oh, he's close. Come on, reach course 270, and then we're gonna run. We're just gonna run like a bat out of hell. Go, go, go. Launch transient. Have been shot at, not sure from where. But we have been shot at. We can easily outrun him, just not the torpedo. Come on, Kermit the Permit Hermit. Move, buddy. Yeah, we were well out of range. How about now? Now we can leave. It was just a foxtrot as well. That sucks. Alright, we're going to try to skip around him again and go for our targets. Unfortunately, I think that plane probably detected us. There's our target. And unfortunately, we're going to have to come in at full bell, 22 knots. Status report, let's reload tube 2 with a TASM. For surface combat, we're going to close to 15,000 yards. We're going to gunslinger this one. We're closing to 10,000 yards. Weapons free. Rig ship for ultra quiet. Let's see what we can find. Sierra 1. There we go. There's a target. Alright. While we check out this target, I'm going to make a real quick run away from the computer. and I shall return right back. Alright, baby secured for nap. I was hoping this was going to be a supply ship. Doesn't look like it though. Possible Ugra. And that is what we're going to go with for now. Designate Sierra 1, Ugra, submarine tender. Alright, all up on the planes, all rise. Let's come up to periscope depth. He's bearing 345. He's right up over there. Yep, pretty sure that's Nugra. Looks like our solution is solidifying here. We have contact Sierra 2. Possible Grisha or Cannon. Or Krivak, apparently. Krivak, Sierra 3. Not a Krivak. Sierra 3 looks like a Grisha 3. I think Ugra is a submarine tender. Sonar says stay sharp. There might be a submarine in these waters. Level out the boat. Continue rise on depth control. Passing 110 feet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ugra is a submarine tender. Passing 60 feet. We're going to come to about 45 feet. Alright, we're at the surface. Well, we're below the surface, I mean. Up scope. Alright, switch to low light. Tender. This bearing mark. Escort this bearing. I don't know if the waves are going to interfere with that or not. Looks like they will. Sea state 2 or 3. Where's that Krivak? Warship this bearing mark. No other close targets detected. Hopefully we came across this group before they met up with their submarine. I don't want a surprise submarine showing up. down scope. We're just going to get rid of our target right off the bat. Fire point procedure, Master 1 Ugra, Tube 2 missile. Bearing 345 degrees, range to enable 12,500 yards. Actually, we're going to get this set up so we can watch it launch. Because I think it's awesome too. Alright, bearing 345, range to enable 13,100 yards. Shoot to. Alright, come here, baby. Alright. Everyone say hi to Princess Anna. Can you talk? Can you say hi to everybody? Huh? Can you say hi? No, you can't play with my mic. Okay, holding baby for about 5 minutes so mommy can get her ready for a walk. Lamp says, nice. Was that a Tomahawk? Yep, that was a Tomahawk. That was a Tomahawk anti-ship missile, used basically only in the 80s. They stopped using it in favor of the Harpoon only, because the Tomahawk was much easier to shoot down. Alright, reload tube 2. Another Tomahawk. See how well I can play one-handed, shall we? Got the baby in the other hand. See? Yep. No, you can't play with my microphone. No. No! Alrighty. That Krivak and the Grisha should both turn around pretty hard back towards me. We still... Baby girl. Ouch! Alright, well they saw my sail. We did breach the surface. Did the wrong... Ouch! You are so destructive. Ah, she's pulling my beard out, guys. Sorry, give me one moment. Yes, you're a pill. Yes, I know. Alright, tube 2 reloaded. Oh shit. All head flank. Oh, not good. Down full bubble. This is really not easy one-handed. Full down on depth control. Not only that, but I'm doing the left part of the keyboard with my right hand. Alright, you need to go over to my right side here. Yeah. Ow! Let go of my wire. Oh, crap. I can't see. Launch noisemaker! Oh my god. Oh, that was close. Alright. Switch hands over. No, don't zoom out there. Zoom out here. Thank you. Okay. Level out the boat. Level out the rudder. That was the Krivak that shot that SSN-14 at us. He's only got 3 more. Torpedo has reacquired. Looks like it's coming from behind us. Go active sonar. Just so we can see this thing while my daughter makes a mess at my desk. Nope, that wasn't a torp from the heli. That was a cruise missile assisted torpedo from the Krivak. Ready on noisemaker. Launch countermeasure. Right full rudder. All up on the planes. Let's get above this thing. Ouch. You make this very difficult not to die, baby girl. Oh my god. No, that's my microphone again. Don't breach the surface. No. No, my hands were in the wrong location. Go back down. Quick, everybody down. Oh, this is so... This is so much harder than it should be. Torpedo has reacquired. I have no idea where the torpedo is. Alright, we're going to pass under the torpedo this time, hopefully. Oh my god. Alright, level out the boat. Left full rudder. Oh, Doesn't help that she's like Mowgli climbing up and down me. Full up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Would you stop playing with my glasses? Looked like a whale taking a breath. Well, gee, thanks, Lamp. I appreciate that. Alright, come back to the right. Nope, sorry. To the right, that was left. Other right. Alright, rudder midships. Let's try to... I don't know if we can knuckle or not with this thing. I don't know if it's fast enough. Ooh, we did get a knuckle formed. Lost the torpedo. Stay left full rudder. All rise. Launch countermeasure. Oh, thank God. Alright, don't all rise. We don't want to breach the surface again. You are just a destructive little monster sometimes. Ouch! Okay, secure from active sonar. She's choking me. Down by my foot. Her pacifier is down here. Somewhere. Oh, there we go. Yep, have a good walk. Alright. Well, that was a fun little episode. Alright, come right to course north. Oh, man. All ahead 2/3. Don't need to say all because we only have one screw. Alright, well, it is good to know I can still dodge torpedoes with a baby in my arms. He launched 3 total torpedoes, so he only has one of those cruise missile torpedoes left. Ah, man. Alright. Come up using depth control to 200 feet. Cruise missile launch depth. Oh, excuse me. Figures that the moment I take my daughter for my wife, I get torpedoes launched at me. Never freaking fails. Alright, passing 250 feet. Slow to 1/3. Seabass, I probably would have said oh hi, except I was distracted by my daughter trying to choke me out. It happens. Alright, hold steady here. We lost both those targets. There are still 2 torpedoes circling. Oh, he launched his 4th torpedo. Torpedo in the water. Alright, I'll stop. We're going to sit right here, just outside the torpedo's detection radius. Sierra 3 Grisha, contact reestablished. 5-point procedure. Sierra 3, Tube 3. Bearing 1. Range to enable 6,800 yards. Shoot 3. We're going to fire a torpedo down his bearing for when he gets close. In theory, that Krivak should be out of SSN-14s, the cruise missile assisted torpedoes. In theory, he did launch 4 of them. All right, and we're gonna take a chance, a shot in the dark with. Well, Well, we're going to wait for that torpedo. I was going to say we're going to take a shot in the dark with TASM, but if we already have a torpedo on the bearing of the Grisha, I don't want to waste a cruise missile and have it get sucked up by the Grisha. Now he could be a long ways out yet. This might be totally pointless having fired this torpedo. But we'll speed up time. Our torpedo has enabled, it looks like. Yep, now it's enabled. Still on the bearing of the Grisha 3. Oh, no way. Grisha 3 was closing bearing. We have lock on the Grisha 3 with our torpedo. As soon as he's dead, I am going to just dumb fire launch our TASM and try to pick up the Krivak. Actually, if we get the Krivak, we might as well come to periscope depth. And get a for sure lock on him and shoot the TASM. Alright, now the last Grisha we tried shooting with a torpedo, the AI acted very intelligently in trying to dodge the torpedo. Let's see how well this guy does. Noisemaker in the water. So far, torpedo has ignored it. It might have been too far to the side of our torpedo's frontal cone with the noisemaker for it to be any effective at whatsoever. Yep, we got the Grisha. Torpedo impact, Sierra 3, Grisha 3, destroyed. Alright, we're gonna let him sink. And then fire off our TASM. Looks like he's still down that same bearing. Seabass, you got your wish. Guess what I did again? This has not been my engagement for surfacing when I didn't intend to. Get off the surface. Good God. On the bright side, that Krivak did use all 4 of its torpedoes. All 4 of its cruise missile assisted torpedoes. So it wasn't that big of a deal that we did breach the surface. I'm gonna blame my daughter. I was too distracted. Forgot to hit C to cancel out the rise on the depth control. Alright, up scope. Seabass says, if you were Jive, we would be drunk by now. Yes, I know. Jive's drinking game would have had me completely hammered by now if we were playing. Every time you breach the surface, isn't it, what, 4 drinks? 3 drinks? Something like that? It's something stupid. That was a wave. There's the Grisha we sunk. Still not off the surface. Switch to low light. Krivak 1 reacquired. What the hell was that? There he is. There we go. Krivak 1, range 20,000 yards. He is bow on. He's closing. Perfect shot. Lamp says, are you YouTubing also, Cap? Yep, I'm also YouTubing. I'm using Restream.io to stream to both YouTube and Twitch. And I got a couple people over on YouTube and a few more here on Twitch. So, again, thank you to everyone who's watching. I just appreciate the interaction. Hope I'm not boring you too bad on a Tuesday. American Independence Day. Alright, he is bearing 343. Come left to 343. Actually, come left to 350. Up on depth control. Let's come up to 40 feet. Get above these waves. Head 1/3. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Immelman Burns says, I enjoyed the infant daughter difficulty mode. Yeah, this is why the Navy normally doesn't let the captains bring their infant children on board the subs with them. She kept trying to play with my microphone boom, and then towards the end she just started choking me. She was trying to reach towards things on my desk while pushing against my windpipe with her other hand. It was she's when she's squirmy, she's really hard to control. Look at that. You guys distracted me, made me totally miss my bearing here. I'm trying to set up a really good looking shot for you guys, and I blew it. Right, I have you now. The Vagelis55 has followed. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hopefully you were here for the for the infant mishaps. Trying to dodge torpedoes with one hand. Oh, that was fun. That was fun though. Thank you again for the follow. If I pronounced your name wrong, I will allow you to shoot me out of the torpedo tube at shallow depth. There we go. Rudder amidships. This should be a fairly good shot. Alright, fire point procedures. Master 2, Tube 2 missile. Bearing 343. Range to enable 12,200 yards. Shoot 2. And should see the miss. Ah, yeah. And we'll follow the missile in as long as we can see it. Should be a pretty good shot because he's not going to have much sea whiz. We'll follow this one in, actually. He doesn't have much close-in weapon systems for defense on his bow. So this should be a... Oh, yeah. Yep, he had nothing. He had nothing to counter that. Absolutely nothing to counter that. And for Spiritus, who was wondering about damage models, yep. See, the ship took a missile hit right on the bow. His whole bow is all cut to pieces. Master 2 Krivak destroyed. Yep, if you're going to fire a missile at a target, you want it to be a bow-on shot. Because otherwise, especially this Krivak, had sea whiz weapon systems all along the sides of the ship, if I can talk. Should be able to leave. Yep. Let's leave. Go on to the next mission. We have only what weapons we have in the tubes remaining. But the Admiral should be pretty happy with us, assuming he's not drinking. Superb effort in locating and eliminating the enemy's ability to replenish their submarine force at sea. Keep up the good work. Await further orders. Beautiful. He better tell us to go back to port and rearm. If he doesn't, he's dumber than I thought he was. Ooh, we got the Navy Commendation Medal. Excellent. Excellent. Got lots of chest bling to show off to the ladies in the bars on Liberty Leave. Beautiful. NATO naval push. Yep. Good, Admiral. Admiral smarter than I gave him credit for. Return immediately to Holy Loch, Scotland for repairs and to replenish stores. Thank you, good sir, for letting me get the beep out of the damn Barents Sea. I hate the Barents Sea. It's a horrible, horrible place for NATO subs. West Germany conquered. Well, that's not good. You'll see the tanks down here changing colors depending on what happens in the land war. Oh, that plane detected me. He's going to route all the naval forces in the area. Yep, there's some of those naval forces I just mentioned. Oh, we have a new sonar contact bearing 130. Designate 01. Our heading is 062. Crap. Why the hell are we heading 062? I was going west. I don't this doesn't correlate to what you're actually doing on the campaign map, unfortunately. Alright, well, we're not going to close it all. They're bearing kind of abreast right of us. All hands battle stations immediately secure for running silent. Oh, hi. Fuck. That is not something you want to see when you first load into a mission. Oh my god. That is either a Victor 3 or a Sierra. Easy to tell because it has the towed array pod on the back rudder back there. Unfortunately, we don't see squat yet. Seabass says there it is. There what is? That better be the only target out here. I'm going to be mildly unhappy. And by mildly unhappy, I mean probably going to shit my pants. There what is? There the sub is? Yeah, that's what I said, Seabass. There it is. Okay, we're at 5 knots. We can't hear squat because LE is at, or ambient noise is at 114 decibels. That sucks. That really sucks. Alright, just be very, very quiet. That is awfully close. I did not tell it to close in. So we were booking it and he closed in. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, I wonder if we can tell what that is. Sierra? Or Victor 3? Looks like a goddamn Sierra. Its sail looks a little bit blockier than that. Unpleasant. Could be very, very unpleasant. Alright, we're not hearing anything at 573 feet. Depth control, make your depth 400 feet. Let's try search a little bit more shallow. Seabass, I still don't understand what you meant by there it is. Were you talking about the boat, or... Passing 520 feet. Ship still rigged for ultra quiet. Passing 500 feet. Seabass says launch a Moss and see if he takes the bait. You're RTBing anyways. Yeah, good point. Oh, I did? Seabass says you said oh hi. I didn't realize I said oh hi that time. For those who haven't watched any streams of mine before, Seabass says I say oh hi all the time. I don't even realize I'm doing it when I do it, but... Alright, yeah. Torpedo room con. Launch a Moss, bearing 079. Shoot 4. That's gotta be a Sierra. He's got too square of a sail. That is the Soviet Union's best boat in this game. This is a dangerous encounter because I am not using the US's best boat. I like the Permit class though. It's like the short, stubby, fat little cousin of the Los Angeles. Alright, weapons be ready on a snapshot on tube 1. Fire down the bearing of any launch transients. Going active. Come on. Snapshot, tube 1 down active bearing. Range to enable 1,000 yards. Shoot 1. Lost the wire. Stay quiet. Torpedo should be activating. Sierra 1. Contact made. And oh, fuck. Well, that bites. Reload tube 1 and tube 2, and then put a Moss in 3 and 4. Sierra 1 is definitely a Sierra. Unfortunately, our torpedo closed in on the Moss as well. Go after the Sierra, not me. Thank you for going after the Sierra and not me. I greatly appreciate it. Torpedo closing in on enemy Sierra. Noisemaker in the water. Torpedo did not care, it looks like. That's a good looking sub. Sierra 1 target hit. Ship destroyed. Sucks to be them. Now the question becomes, was he alone? Alright, stay quiet. I'll stop. Let time pass a little bit here, see if anything else goes after our Moss. Seabass over on YouTube says, see, Quas tactics are good tactics. Yep, that would have been my next option. I probably would have gone in behind the Sierra, but yes, excellent suggestion. Alright, I'm not seeing anything else, but we do still have a vessel nearby. Something else still out there. I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. Apparently, they also did not hear their own buddy getting beat the crap to death. Beat the crap to death. Yes, that was what I meant to say. We have another target out there somewhere. Alright. Helm ahead 1/3. Get us away from this wreck. Let's try to hear something. We'll speed up time. I don't want to go too fast. Ambient noise is so high that he'd have to be pretty close to us to hear us at a 2/3 bell. In theory. In theory. November. We might be able to just get away from him, though. You see nothing, you hear nothing, nothing here. Or in the words of Bruce from Finding Nemo, swim away, swim away. No, 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 don't follow me, cheeky bastard. I said don't follow me. Alright, come on. Heading almost north. Now we are heading north. Just getting away from that enemy sub. We only have 2 torpedoes left and we still have... What? What? Yep, running away was a good idea. There are 2 enemy subs directly behind me. They both kind of look like Novembers. Not very good subs, but there's 2 of them. Okay, we are increasing range on enemy targets. We have 2 torpedoes left. There are 2 targets out there. Good choice to run away. Yep, those are definitely Novembers. Soviet Union's first nuclear subs. Not very capable. Helm increase speed to a head standard. Yeah, they won't hear squat with this ambient noise level. That was a little closer than I wanted it to be. We managed to sink the Sierra, though. Hells to the yeah. If I wanted to hide better, I could go above the layer here, but staying deep is letting me run faster without cavitating. Without my propellers creating lots and lots of boobles. Alright, we should be getting close. Yep, we're close. No vessels nearby. Nothing within 15,000 yards. Yep, 2 Novembers and a Sierra. That is a really weird Wolfpack group. Return to mission objectives immediately. That means get back to base. Yes, sir. No, 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 no. Con sonar contact bearing 15 degrees. Designate Sierra 1. Our heading is 16. He's right in front of us. We aren't going to hear squat. All hands battle stations. Don't close in at all. And rig for ultra quiet. Hey, look, nothing's in visual range. Can we leave? Of course we can't. Helm, right full rudder, come to course 196. Actually, come to course 106. Sierra 1 should be a submarine, I would assume, since we didn't see anything. Unless it's not a submarine. That actually looks like a Krivac? Nope, Cashin. We found a surface group, which means we really don't want to come into contact with these guys. So yes, helm set course 196. Spiritus says, I'm still here watching you on the second screen while playing Killing Floor. Killing Floor, good game, not a game I could play. I am far too domesticated for any kind of game that could give you jump scares or anything like that. I'd like to say I can blame being a father on that, but no, I've just always been that way. Can't even do horror movies. Such a wuss. With things like that, at least. Oh, why does that look like he's heading straight at me? Why does that look like he's heading straight at me? I don't like this. Quick, somebody find sea bass. Launch them out the torpedo tube as a decoy. They'll think we sunk. Go away. Go away. Go away. Nobody likes you. Is he the only target out there? Alright, put Seabass's body in the torpedo tube and fire him. Along with the fresh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Head flank. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Those were RBUs. Seabass says I'll do my best bubble impression. I would greatly appreciate that. He's launching more RBUs. Up. Up full bubble. Oh, we need to get above these. Oh, this could hurt. Oh, that was close. That was really fucking close. All rise on depth control. Took some damage. We are flooding. Shit. We're cavitating. Yes, I know. Head standard. Steady on course. Level the boat. Shit. We just took damage right there, and it looked like somewhere else. Nope, just the one. Just the one hit. Brought us down to 89% hull strength, and we are flooding in 2 compartments. Oh my god, these are right on top of us. Oh, we did take 2 hits. Further back. Fuck! Torpedo tube 2 inoperable. Fuck this. Where is he? Right behind us. Snapshot tube 1, down active bearing. Range to 1,000 yards. Head flank. Alright. Torpedo compartment clear. Switch to ballast. Get the ballast room pumped out. Oh, we took another hit. As soon as ballast is... Oh, shit. Pump's damaged. Not good. He should be turning around. Our torpedo should be right on him. Fire Moss, due east. Oh, jammed on launch. Slow down to 2/3, get below 20 knots, and launch our last torpedo tube. God. Alright, all down on the, or down on the planes, not up on the planes. Yeah, our sub doesn't look too healthy. We have 5 holes in our sub. And the pumps are damaged. Alright, nope, keep us shallow. Head 1/3, stay shallow. Stay below the layer though. Anchor depth 220 feet. Oh, we're still sinking. We are still sinking. All up on depth control. Let's see if that balances us out. Yep, we're rising now. Come up to 220 feet. Oh, yes! We got the cash in. We are out of weapons though. Totally and completely out of weapons. Vessels nearby and we're flooding. Shit. Sierra 2. Nope. What the hell are you? Are you a Kara? You are a Kara. Shit. Shit. Alright, we are well above the layer. Let's get those pumps repaired and then we'll go back down below the layer. What are you thinking about? Seabass, you're such a funny guy. Come on, get those pumps repaired. Oh, not good. I really hope that Kara soaks up on our moss. That would be really helpful. That might have been an RBU launch. He might be shooting an RBU at our moss. Pumps repaired. Thank God. Get this water off the boat and we'll go back down below the layer. Oh, that was ugly. 3 holes in our starboard side, 2 holes in our port side. Yikes. Hull at 7% integrity. If we even hit like a ocean goldfish, we're gonna die. Alright, get back down below the layer slowly so we don't make a lot of hull popping sounds. Hull popping. Not a pleasant thought right now. Passing 180 feet. Passing through the layer. Car does not have us on any of his arrays. Okay, hold steady at 220 feet. I said 220, not 221. There we go. All right. All right. Rigging ship for ultra quiet. Which unfortunately let flooding take over again. And we're sinking again. Shit. Alright, don't rig ship for ultra quiet. Water is off the boat. Oh, he's getting awfully close. Everybody think quiet thoughts. Immelman Burns says Hull is going to make wiffle ball sounds. No, see, we actually sent our resident simpleton, known as Quas Seabass, out through the upper hatch while we were shallow, and he put some plywood over the holes. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Alright, he still does. He's awfully close to having us on active, but he still does not have us. He probably will any second now, though. Oh, shit. Yes, thank you, Seabass. I know plywood absorbs water. Like I said, resident simpleton. But it's okay. We treat him pretty well on the boat. It's all good. For those of you on Twitch, Seabass is my YouTube moderator. And he is British, so we can all feel sorry for him. I'm just kidding to all the rest of you British people out there. he's going to have us on active any second now. And yeah. Pretty sure he's got us. 6 on active. Yep. Alright. Ahead flank. Go deep. I don't care about the flooding. Make your depth 700 feet. Left full rudder. Head towards that wreck. See if we can't confuse him on that wreck back there. If we can survive that long enough. That long enough. That long. Passing 600 feet. Level out the boat. Stay left full rudder. Incoming RBUs. Oh, there they go. Oh, shit. Even a near detonation and we're dead. Yep, we're flooding again. Alright, all rise. Get us up a little bit more. Get some of that water off the boat. In SH4, you do not go deep with 7% hull strength. As you can see, you don't normally go deep with 7% hull strength in this either because I'm now flooding again. Shit, he's got me on active sonar. More RBUs, right full rudder, down on the planes. Oh, I don't think we're getting out of this alive. I don't have any mosses. I don't have anything. Oh, he shot him shallow. Thank God. Alright, full up on the planes. Get us up, get us up, get us up! Shit, another RBU. Up. Let's get above these things. Oh my God. They're all around us. He sent them deep. Oh, thank God. Alright. I had 2/3. We are right below him. Ram him. Unfortunately, ramming is not modeled in this game. And all that would do would serve to tell him exactly where I am. Alright, flooding is off the boat. We're going to try to stay in his baffles. Unless, of course, he detects us with active sonar again. Where the hell is that wreck? There it is. Shit. Shit. All down. Oh my God. Somebody care to play taps for me? Oh my God. had to do was get home. Alright, we might have a couple holes in the ship. I'm not saying it's a for sure thing, but we might have a couple holes in the ship. Abandoned ship, abandoned ship. All hands to escape pods. Oh wait, we don't have escape pods? Did our crew die or were we able to be rescued? Excellent results. What? I died! Admiral's an idiot! I should probably report that bug, eh? I died. According to our damage control panel, our hull is at negative 259%. But we're alive. Yeah, I should probably report that bug. We're flooding. Of course we're flooding. We're flooding everywhere. I found a bug. I found a bug. I found a bug. Hey, 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 hey. And whoever's out there has me on active sonar. Hey, look, a submarine. Head flank. Perhaps today is a good day to die. Prepare for ramming speed. Oh, you asshole! I was trying to ram. Where did it go? Where was it? Where'd it come from? Where'd it come from? There it is. No. No. Go away. Why did that not work? Go away. Go away. Go away. Nobody likes you. I said go away. We're like the ghost ship now. Total ghost ship. Oh, that's just uncool, man. That's totally uncool. You joke. Oh, and he fired a regular torpedo at me. This guy's an ass. I'm just trying to die honorably, and he does not want to even give me that opportunity. You dirty rat. Oh, no you don't. What all has us? That torpedo has us. That torpedo has us. Shit. Under the torpedo. That torpedo lost us as well. I am going to kill this guy with his own torpedo. I am going to make that happen. So far, so good. I just scratched the paint, no big deal. Torpedo has reacquired. Launch noisemaker. Launch noisemaker. Why is the noisemaker not launching? No! Oh. Alright. Maybe I won't kill him with his own torpedo. But I scratched his paint. Take that, Sierra. Alright, there. Most members of the crew have been safely recovered. Yay! We get a new submarine. And that submarine that we scratched the paint on, he has to go back to port now and repaint himself. So, win for us. Alright, who has a suggestion for a submarine now? We have the Los Angeles, the Narwhal, which is slower but very quiet, the Sturgeon, which is fairly quiet, fairly maneuverable, but slower, the Permit, which we were just in, or if you guys feel like being assholes, you could tell me to go out in the Skipjack, which is really fast, well, faster than the others, but noisy and has shit for sensors. Or the Los Angeles, which is a very good boat. The sneaky one, says Spiritus. Seabass, no suggestion? You're the smart aleck over there on YouTube? No suggestion? I think I forgot to rename the stream on Twitch, didn't I? Let me do that real quick while we wait for someone else to say something. Yes, I forgot. What, Bob? I don't follow Noct. Yeah, of course, Seabass. You would say Skipjack. Sounds fun. But if you want to be boring, says Seabass, go Narwhal or Los Angeles. I don't think Narwhal or Los Angeles are boring. Alright. LA, Narwhal, we have one suggestion for the Skipjack. Spiritus says the sneaky one, the Narwhal. Oh, I don't know. What should we go with? I've never been a Skipjack, but I know he's louder than some Soviet subs. Yeah, let's go the Narwhal. Let's go quiet. I still have yet to sink a capital ship in this game. I haven't found one yet. Take the arcade one then, more action for stream. That's a good point. Wait, why did I hit back? No. Oh. Alright, we're just going to go action for stream. Um, Seabass says, I love the idea that the Admiralty has decided you got wrecked by the Russians and lost one sub already, so we're giving you a better and more expensive sub. Yeah, I like that idea. All right, we're taking an LA. We're not going to be boring. We're going to kill lots of stuff. You just wait and see, Seabass. I like your idea, Spiritus. We're going with the LA. And we're going to kill lots of things. Spetsnaz commandos heading toward Reykjavik. And since I like the TASMs, we are going to go with TASMs. 2 more Mosses, and we have 16 torpedoes. Alright, let's go find a sub, shall we? I think that might be him right there. Come on, give me some more flyovers, people. There we go. There we go. Let him come to us. Do the 68 campaign? No. There is a 1968 campaign on here. I need some more practice with the 1968 campaign before I even attempt that on stream. I have yet to successfully do anything in that campaign. Alright, close to 10,000 yards. This should be a Foxtrot or a Whiskey. Has there ever been a full metal super fast ramming submarine with explosive mine cluster shotgun torpedoes? No, but I think you should probably design one because that sounds amazing. Sierra 1, we have contact. Gotta be a diesel electric. Foxtrot or a Whiskey? Whiskey. There we go. There's our target, gentlemen. All hands, red alert. Close the circus. Shut down the restaurant. Cancel the show. What the hell are you? Victor won again? Really? Why are they escorting these crappy little Spetsnaz stuff? Seabass says, need I remind you that you have an expert mathematician here who can do all the torp calculations for you. That's all well and good, but that doesn't mean that your hand is on the mouse telling the torpedoes where to go. I will try it probably this week. I'll say I'll try the 68 campaign this week. Yeah, Spiritus, that would be an awesome submarine. I would go for that. I would go for that in a heartbeat. Victor bearing 094. He's out there somewhere. He seems way farther out than I told my helm to close to. Right now we only have him on our towed array. So I'd like to not turn. Because we'll probably lose him as soon as we do turn. Conditions, no layer. Spiritus asks, what's the 68 campaign? It's basically the same thing, only with less capable submarines and lots and lots of dumb fire torpedoes that don't do any homing on their own. So, yeah, very unlikely. The only homing torpedoes the Americans had at that stage was one wire-guided torpedo that ran along at 17 knots. Even some of the diesel electric boats could outrun that. Sounds cool. No, don't give Seabass any more encouragement. We don't need to do that yet. I will do the 68 campaign. Probably do it either tomorrow or Thursday. But yeah, that campaign's gonna be ridiculous. It's kind of like playing any of the Silent Hunter games, only the game doesn't do much in the way of calculations for you, like deciding where the torpedo needs to be shot, etc. So the Silent Hunter games would simulate you having a weapons officer. This game shows the little circle by the targets on the TSM where they think you should shoot, but it's not very accurate. Alright. Dive, make your depth 300 feet. I want to close the range on this guy a bit. We need to get the victor so we can go get the whiskey. Alright. Start leveling out the boat. Active sonar coming from Sierra 1 Victor. He was cavitating. He sped up. That could mean he got a read on me a little bit with something. Still don't have a very good solution on him. 58%. Let's see. We want to get a better track on him on our towed array. Let's put him directly to our side. Helm come left to course 025. Alright, come on, give me a better firing solution. He does not have me detected yet. He shouldn't have me detected yet, let me be more specific. He's getting close to being able to have me on active if he goes active, but... 68% shooting solution. I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity now. Firepower procedure Sierra 1, Victor 1, Tube 1, bearing 090. Range to enable 9,000 yards. Shoot 1. Helm come left to bearing 090. And by left, of course, I mean right. Let's see, which one makes an L? Oh, Lord. Alright. Very, very possible he heard my launch transient. We still have the wire. We started turning in time. Good, good, good. Spiritus says that's the problem with the niche games. You either have good simulation but bad interface, boring, or user-friendly interface and stuff, but game is too arcade. Like the movement in the world map. Yep. This is Cold Waters, I think, strikes a pretty good balance between arcadey and simulation. It's got a lot of stuff correct on the simulation part, but like the sub controls are kind of arcadey, which is okay because it makes it fun when you're like in torpedo evasion. So yeah, I think they struck a good balance with Cold Waters because they give you, there's a lot of stuff that are modeled and calculated behind the scenes here that you don't have information to. Like they calculate all the different ways sound is affected inside the water here. If there's differences in temperatures between layers of water, that's calculated. Convection zones are calculated. Surface ducts are calculated. It's all that information isn't given to the player, but the most information that's given is right here. This tells you what you're hearing on your sonars and what the contact is hearing on his sonars. Alright, CR2 Whiskey is cavitating. Range to target 9,000 yards. High. Wow. Very high. What's the word I'm looking for? Very high. I don't know. They're very sure on that target range. Can't remember. Can't think of the word I'm looking for. But we'll tell this to go active. Looks like he's at the surface. And we'll take a shot at Sierra 2 Whiskey. Firepoint procedures. Sierra 2, Tube 3, bearing 155. Range to enable 7,300 yards. Shoot 3. Now we should lose that wire because it's a harder angle we're turning at. Spiritus Volpes says, how can you know what your contact is having on their sonar? Based on what our crews and our intelligence would know on what their capabilities are, as soon as we classify it, we can basically have a educated guess at what they would be able to detect on knowing the surrounding conditions of the water, temperature of the water, you know, oh my god, I can't think of words today. Not jet streams, any currents, oh my god, any currents in the water, etc. There's a lot that sonar operators on a boat do other than just listening. They have to calculate all this stuff. More often than not, a computer will do that for them nowadays, but it wasn't always that way. Alright, we're going to have to steer the torpedo back on target. We have a very good bearing on Victor 1 now because he's cavitating, he's booking it. Sierra 2 Whiskey is also cavitating. They both look like they're going at full bell or flank bell. Seabass says, I'm a hardcore simulator nut. For me, the interface is always less important than the realism. Yeah, everyone has their preferences. Target acquisition on Torpedo 1. That's Torpedo 3. There's Torpedo 1. And the Victor, dead ahead. Yep, looks like we acquired the Whiskey. Torpedo closing. We'll catch this Whiskey pretty dang quick because he's not fast. He's going flank bell, he's going 12 knots. Our torpedo's going 50. Now this Victor is going 32 knots. So our torpedo's still catching him pretty good, but a lot slower than it was on the Whiskey. Looks like the Whiskey released a noisemaker. Torpedo entered countermeasure avoidance maneuver. Spiritus says, that's what I meant. I really like hard simulation, but I'm also a little graphics hoe. As we all are to a point. As we all are to a point. Target Sierra 2, Whiskey, destroyed. Now for the victor. He's turning. He should release a noisemaker here in about 3, 2, 1. Okay, maybe he's not that smart. He should have released a noisemaker right about there. And if he were smart AI, he'd be diving as well right now. They need a little bit of AI work on this game. Acquired the whiskey. Sounds nice, says Lamp. Yep. Yep, sounds nice. Whiskey on the rocks. Whiskey is heading down towards the rocks. We have confirmation. The whiskey is on the rocks. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Mission accomplished. Victor 1 sunk, whiskey sunk. Or drunk in this case. Red subs sunk. Yes, they were. Alright, intelligence indicates that numerous enemy diesel-electric subs operating in a wolf pack are headed for the North Sea. It is vital that these subs be destroyed before they attack NATO shipping and naval task forces in the area. You are ordered to find and destroy these enemy submarines. Alright, they're headed for the North Sea, but where the hell are they coming from? I don't like these things that don't give us enough information. How long? Reload. Alright, so they're heading for the North Sea. So they're not here yet. And someone found us. Ah, crap. Alrighty. New sonar contact bearing 171. We're heading 129. We're off our starboard bow. Alright, because I want a gunsling, we're just going to have some fun here. Let's go 10,000 yards. What could go wrong? Famous last words. We are going 26 knots, so they're going to have us right away. So this is going to be a torpedo dodging disaster, probably. Well, that's always good to start out with. That's definitely good to start out with, a helicopter in the air. Crap. Alright, we have a contact. Sierra 1, let's get you classified. Yeah, we want to stay at ultra quiet for now. We are slowing down nicely. Alright, let's get you classified. That looks... If there's a helicopter, it's got to be a surface group. Oh, that's bad. Con sonar contact Sierra 1 classified as Udaloy class anti-submarine warship. Ah. That's not pleasant. Alright, there's got to be more than him out there. Got to be more than him out there. Is that submarine anywhere near us? That submarine, that helicopter anywhere near us? I have no idea. No idea. Quick, does anyone see me anywhere? Nope. Alright, well, we'll stay quiet. Strong duct, strong layer at 112 feet. Beautiful. We should be at a pretty good detection depth here. Second active sonar detected. Udaloy is not alone. We have a beautiful solution on the Udaloy right now, but he's 32,000 yards out. Wow, we tried to close to 10,000 yards and they're still 32,000 yards out. Ambient noise at 88 decibel. Udaloy! Yes, exactly. Alright, ahead 2/3. Helm come right to course 210. Looks like the Udaloy slowed down. He might have us on active. He will probably have us on active now. Shit, slow back down to 1/3. Make for the layer. Get right below that layer. He slowed down, went quiet. Shh, he's listening for us. Torpedo room. Let's prepare for this. Reload tube 4 with a TASM. Reload tube 3 with a MOS. Continue on course to 210. He's Uda loyal. Spitfire says Spiritus says just had the idea that it would be cool when you had some kind of open world where you play a sailor on a destroyer ship that fights in sea battle and gets to hunt. In a scene in my head, like you got the glory quest to clean the toilets, but all of a sudden it's action stations, torpedo attack, prepare for submarine hunt. Yeah. You know, there's lots of different possibilities for stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, layers at 112 feet. Let's make our depth 150. Yep, already his detection has gone down based on our surroundings. We're closer to the layer, so he has less a chance of detecting us. The further out you are, the more the layer bends sound downwards. So he can detect things like very close to him, below him very well when there's a strong layer, but not so much when you're further out. We are in what is known as the shadow zone. Alright, steady on course 210. Passing 250 feet. Oh, hi. You are not 32,000 yards out, you're 10,000 yards out. That's a very big difference, sonar. What the hell are you doing? No worries, Spiritus. No worries. I kind of got the gist of what you were trying to say. So you're thinking of kind of like an opening like there was in Knights of the Old Republic, where in Knights of the Old Republic you woke up basically naked with nothing to your name, and your ship was under attack, so you had to kind of take over from there. Uda loitering. Seabass, there's something seriously wrong with you. Have you gotten your head checked out lately? Uda loitering. The hell. Passing 165 feet. Yeah, he's close. We are in his baffles. This might be the perfect opportunity to get that torpedo off. Alright, hold at 150 feet. We are going to use a torpedo on him because we're only 10,000 yards out. Fire point procedure, Sierra 1 Udaloy, tube 3. Bearing 206, range to enable 7,800 yards. Shoot 3. Now, in theory, he shouldn't have heard our torpedo launch because we are under the layer. Our torpedo is running under the layer. He might hear it as it gets closer, but we are also in his baffles. So it's very possible he might not have heard our torpedo launch. fast, pretty slow. Udaloy is a good looking ship. These pods here carry those same cruise missile assisted torpedoes that the Krivac in a couple missions ago fired at us. Except this guy's a jerk and has 8 of them. This guy has very good active sonar with this, what's called a horse jaw active sonar. It's one hell of a sonar bulb up front. We're going to go ahead and change the activation of our torpedo. Still no idea what that second active sonar contact is out there. I think we should be okay to move ahead 2/3 from here. Yep. Alright, we're going to speed up time a little bit. Torpedo should go active. Well, it's passive homing, but enable the torpedo. Locked onto the Udaloy. And there's our other target. How unpleasant. Looks like just a small sub-hunter group. Ha! Sea bass. If you take a cut of steak from a Russian anti-submarine warfare vessel, is it a Udaloin? Yeah, you're dumb. God. Oh, the puns are real. The puns are calling. How the hell do we not have that guy detected yet? He's now closer than the Udaloy. There we go. There's Sierra 2. Sierra 2 classified as Cannon DDG. Guided Missile Destroyer, eh? Is he still closing on me? He might still be closing on me. Oh, poor Udaloy. Udaloy might take 2 torpedoes to kill. What's on the right side display under the strong layer and the other things? Oh, you mean conditions? These are my torpedoes. These are my weapons, my tubes. Under the right side, yeah, that's just... This is kind of ocean surroundings. It tells you where the duct is, where the layer is, the thermal layer. So this line represents a big temperature difference between the surface and below. And it will tell you where the seafloor is. Currently it's deeper than 1,000 feet, so it doesn't really matter. And this is just our torpedo tubes. So tube 3 here is empty. We'll reload it with another torpedo. And we'll switch to tube 1. Alright, sonar, give me contact on that cannon again. Helm, come right to course 270. Thank God, Seabass. Thank God. let's come above the layer. Dive, make your depth 100 feet. Slow to 1/3. And my baby is being hard to please. Passing the layer. Re-establish contact on CR2 cannon. Passing 110 feet, approaching desired depth of 100. And level off. Spiritu says, so it protects you from sonar, or why is it interesting to know what layer you are? Yes, a strong layer is a strong difference in temperature between one layer of ocean and one layer of and the layer below it. And what that will do is it bends sound basically downward. So instead of the sound just going out from his ship or my ship, sound will kind of reflect off that layer a little bit and go back down deep, or his active sonar will travel out, hit the layer, and bend down. So his active sonar won't have a chance to come out and hit me and return back towards him. So it basically, instead of sound going out in lines, it curves everything downward through the layer. So yes, it creates kind of a dark zone where he won't be able to hear you. And a duct, so it's very important to know where that layer is, because you want to be right on the opposite side of that layer if you're trying to hide, and on the same side of the layer if you're trying to detect someone. Now a duct is basically the area above the layer if it's shallow enough, and what that does is it bounces his active sonar back up to the surface will bounce it back down, and so on and so forth. So a duct will actually increase active sonar range in the duct. So above the layer, it will increase active sonar range. However, I'm just about right at layer depth. So far I'm quiet enough he hasn't had a chance to detect me on active. He will if he goes active again. He should have a bearing if he goes active again. Yeah, so he should have at least some idea where I am, because he's at 11 on active. So what we want to do, we have options. Boris, turn 10 degrees to port. Utilize. Oh my god. And Seabass is still making stupid jokes. Yes. Yes, Slam. CR1 is dead. The Udaloy is dead. Sometimes an Udaloy will take multiple hits, but that kind of probably broke the keel. So he died. He dead. Too bad. I actually really like the Udaloy. It's a good looking ship. Alright, his course we're guessing is 184, so he's heading almost due east. So his broadside is to us, so it's not going to be very good to shoot a TASM, because he'll be able to shoot it down with his close-in weapon system. So what we're going to do, we're going to risk a torpedo. Firepoint procedures, Sierra 2, Tube 1, bearing 200 degrees, range to enable 9,000 yards. I want that closer. Range to enable 6,800 yards. Shoot one. Alright, get us back below the layer. And we should lose that wire. Level off at 130 feet. Oh my god, Seabass, really? That one is oodle-lying on the bottom of the ocean. Just everyone do a collective face palm with me over Seabass's bad humor over on YouTube right now. Alright, yep. Now that I went below the layer, the Udaloy, well, hang on, not the Udaloy. The cannon won't be able to detect me with his active sonar. torpedo running straight. Speed this up until it goes, until it enables. That would be a helicopter. That's not good. Why does that seem like it's very close? Because it's very close. Now this helo might be able to detect me because he is able to dip his sonar below the layer. Thank you, Lamp. Seabass, you got a facepalm from Lamp over on Twitch. Doesn't look like the helo detected us. The helo did not engage his active sonar. If he had engaged his active sonar at that kind of range, he would have detected us for sure. Come on, torpedo. No, you wanna. Yeah, baby. God, I love the shock waves that go out from that. Seabass, your puns are not amazing. Puns are not amazing whatsoever. Alright, reload tube 1. All down on the planes, make your depth 900 feet. Helm right, full rudder, make your course north. Yeah, it's okay, guys. My wife is just walking around with Mega Crack. And by that I mean baby formula in a Ziploc bag that looks like a bag of crack. My wife might have a problem. Yes, baby girl, I'm making your bottle. Just 1 second. Here you go. Passing 600 feet. Seabass, which reminds me, if you had a sub, what would you like it to be named? If I had a sub? I don't know. Haven't really thought that through at all. Alright, start leveling off the boat. If I had a sub, what would I want it to be named? It's a very good question. Can I leave it? No. If I had a sub, what would I want it to be named? The USS Ohio? No. Well, actually, that does have kind of a certain ring to it. Yeah, probably the USS Ohio. Alright, how far away? Okay, we're good now. Helicopter disengaged. 12 torpedoes remaining, 6 TASMs, and 4 decoys. Good job, but this was not your mission objective. Yeah, I know that. Oh, they're heading toward the North Sea. Why the hell was I thinking the North Sea was something else? Heading for the North Sea. Alright, so they're heading way down south. No, 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 go away. That might be them right there. Coming around the Horn of Norway. The Horn of Norway? Is that a thing? Right, we're going to take a position here and just wait. That's got to be them. Got to be them. They're not moving very fast. Yep, that's our targets. No one else would be dumb enough to come down to the North Sea. Please, the United Kingdom isn't going to protect the North Sea at all costs. Alright, our depth 50 feet, our speed 5 knots, contact bearing 082, and we're heading 111. Alrighty, let's close in. We're nice and quiet. There is no thermal layer, so that's kind of even detection around. Very weak surface duct, so active will be more efficient above it. Oh, and then I clicked that one instead of the close too. Oh well, we have our contacts. 02 and 01. Let's get these guys classified. They should be subs. What is this? Has got to be of the Victor family. We only have them on the Toad and not very good either. Alright, helm come right to course 140. See if we can shore up that contact a little bit. Holding steady at course 140. Alright, dive, make your depth. Floor at 266 feet. Wow. Make your depth 150. Alright, we'll head down to 150 feet. Try to do a silent search for these guys. They might be way out there too. God, there's no room to maneuver here. We lost contacts. Let's see if we reacquire once we get down to about 150. If not, we'll come shallow again. Doesn't look like we're going to reacquire. Let's give it just a minute. Let our simulated towed array come back down to our depth. Speed up just a little bit. Alright, negative. Alright, dive, come back to periscope depth. This is what a surface duct does. We were above the surface duct, so it is a very weak surface duct, so it doesn't even show up on the conditions tab, but it did say it was there. And what it does is surface ducts will make sound travel farther. So, which is why we had them shallow. So if you lose the target, undo what you just did. Seabass says, now you know why HMS Queen Elizabeth is doing her sea trials in the North Sea. Not many places for a sub to hide. Yeah, exactly. Alright, passing 70 feet. Let's see if we reacquire our targets here. Coming back to periscope depth. Alright, periscope depth. Speed up a little bit, see if sonar can reacquire targets. If not, we're not going to have much of a choice. 02 reacquired. Beautiful. Contact 02 cavitating. And we have no idea on them. They're probably quite a ways away yet. Sierra 2 is a Victor 2 nuclear submarine. How deep can this sub go? Well, right now, it can only go 266 feet deep because that's where the seafloor is. But the Los Angeles test depth is 1,000 feet. That means that's as far as they've actually tested it in sea trials. Crush depth is estimated, I think, at 15 or 1,800 feet. So once in the game, they simulate that by once you go below test depth, every 100 feet you go below test depth, there's a chance that you will take damage. So in the Los Angeles, at least, you don't want to go below 1,000 feet. Most U.S. subs, you don't really want to go below 1,000 feet. All right, we have a 35% solution on the Victor. That's not very good right now. Contact Sierra 1 reestablished. Good job, sonar. Only a 5% solution, though. Let's see if we can get him classified anyways. Should be Foxtrot or Whiskey. Neither. What the hell are you? Alpha Sierra Juliet. Oh! Looks like it's a Juliet guided missile submarine. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And I think I have the Juliet on visual right there. That might be the Victor. I have one of them right out there. Juliet, estimated range at 35,000. I know that he's closer than that. Sonar, get back to work. Victor 2 is at 37%. Helm, left full rudder. Bring us to course. 330. Let's get a second track on these guys. 45%. Yeah, we're not sure on their range at all. We might lose them as we pass our nose past their bearing. Yep. But we should reacquire. Victor 2 is cavitating again. Alright. See if these solutions shore up at all. They should. Yeah, getting a little bit better. If he goes active, the Victor 2 should have us. The Juliet, same. If either one of them go active, they might have us. So let's stay really quiet and not force them to go active here. 65% solution on the Victor. Almost the shooting solution. He's right up at the surface by us. Good thing we're quiet, eh? Rig ship for ultra quiet. We have a shooting solution on Victor 2. He's bearing 039. He is right there. Right there. That there, dot there, be that there, Victor there. Alright, he's closing. Helm come to course 015. I want to keep the wire on this torpedo. Switch torpedo to active. Coming right to 015. Actually make it 20. Come to 20 degrees. There we go. Rudder amidships. Firepoint procedures. Sierra 2, Tube 3. Bearing 040. Range to enable 5,000 yards. Shoot 3. Now, he definitely will have heard that. Hopefully the AI is smart enough to fire down our bearing. Let's get a torpedo in the water at the Juliet as well. Tell this one to run deep. And go active. Firepoint procedure, Sierra 1, Tube 1. Bearing 082, range to enable 7,000 yards. Shoot 1. Wire clearance maneuver complete. Launch transient from Victor 2. Victor 2 fired down our bearing. All ahead flank, torpedo maneuver, left full rudder. Wire brake, Tube 1. Weapons, enable Tube 3 before we lose the wire. Contact faded, Sierra 1 Juliet, contact in the baffles. Keep us moving, keep us moving. Looks like our torpedo has locked onto Sierra 2 Victor. Rudder amidships, his torpedo behind us. We will lose bearing on Victor 2. He's in our baffles. Alright, we don't have any room to maneuver vertically here, so we gotta try to rudder 10 degrees right. Let's try to get out of his cone of acquisition. It's going to be really easy to lawn dart down into the ground here. Something we don't want to do. Alright, hold steady at 270. Hopefully that torpedo will pass right through our baffles and ignore us. Helm, prepare to come to course 020. Enemy torpedo has started its circular search. Target hit on Sierra 2 Victor 2. Target breaking apart. Confirmed kill. Launch transient. Sounds like Sierra 1 just launched a torpedo. Left full rudder. Turn us around. Helm ahead 2/3. Contact Sierra 1 reestablished. Good job, sonar. Confirmed torpedo hit on Juliet. Sierra 1 Juliet. Target kill. Torpedo room, reload tubes 1 and 2. Head flank, let's get out of the cone of that incoming torpedo. Speed up time a little bit here. There's his torpedo coming in. Looks like we got out of the way just in time. Alrighty. Stay at compressed speed. We'll let that torpedo explode. Wow, he enabled that a long ways away. His sonar did not have a good bearing on us, even at flank bell. Alright. Good job. Excellent job, sonar. Good job detecting contacts. Juliet and Victor 2, both sunk. Fine work dealing with those boats, Commander. Your contribution to the war effort will make transit for our convoys a lot safer, and supporting the troops on land is what the Navy is about. Keep it up, Commander. Stand by for new orders. Boom! And we got a medal! Bronze Star. Excellent. Soviet sub spooked. Des beskurd. Des beburskurd. Spetsnaz coming in on Hoffen in Iceland. Interesting. Alright. EXO, we don't need TASM in Tube 4. Reload torpedo.
I have you now.
And we have a follow. Who followed? James His followed? If I'm mispronouncing your name, I apologize. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Not sure if you like these kind of games, but I'm assuming if you're watching, you're getting a little bit of entertainment. That's all that matters to me. Feel free and say hi anytime you want in chat. I'll try to answer any question, be it about the game or not about the game if I can. And thanks again for the follow. Alright, so we're looking for Spetsnaz subs coming to Hoffen. Looks like these guys might be it right here. We should be in position to intercept. In theory. Unless that wasn't our target. Okay, we're going to just sit right outside Hoffen so nobody can enter without us knowing. James Hiz says, good game, good stream. Well, thank you, good sir. I appreciate it. Only my second week streaming, but it's been fun so far. I love the interaction with chat, so I think I'll keep doing it. And as I said early in the stream, probably this week or next week, I will be jumping into some old school Silent Hunter 3, some World War II submarine gameplay from the German perspective, just to throw a little bit more challenging subplay out there. So, and this week, just because Quas Seabass over on YouTube is a jerk, I'm going to have to try the 1968 campaign on this game, which is a lot harder because torpedoes don't home and torpedoes are just dumber. So you got to think more. So it's a lot harder. But we'll give it a try. Alright, sonar, what do we got? Contact, 01. Not a very good read on him. Should be a sub. One would hope it's a sub. Lamp asks, how much is this game? I don't remember. $39? Something like that on Steam. Might be 40. I think it's just $39. Could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's $39. Yep, I was right. $39.99 on Steam. Haha. Very much worth it. And the developers are actively working on improving the game and have already talked about very, very strong possibilities for DLCs in the future or just free campaigns in the future. This game has a lot of potential. They can do a lot of different stuff with this game. Contact 01, confirmed as Foxtrot. Now, he might have an escort. The last Spetsnaz sub did have an escort. So far, this guy does not. What are the conditions? I forgot to look at the conditions. No layer, no duct. And, oh, there is a slight layer, though. You can tell from the bubble layer. Looks like it's probably at about 110 feet. So, this is something they included in the game from, I believe it was it Tom Clancy's 688i video game, where they had bubbles denote the layer in-game. So, a nice little touch. I like it. It gives you a little visual clue of how you should be maneuvering your ship, but we'll stay above the layer for now, as sonar has him above the layer. Seabass says, geez, you and the Admiral need to get a room. Oh, come on. He's usually a jerk. He's usually drinking with Jive Turkey. Alright, this should be a quick kill. Head flank. Let's unzip our trousers and wave at him. He should be able to hear us. I want him to hear us. I need a better track on him. Alright, slow to 1/3. Contact faded. That's fine. Helm come right to course 200. Let's reacquire the target and get a shooting solution. There he is. Solution shoring up pretty good. Come right a little bit more. Steady out at course 220. Alright, let's get a solution on him. Come on, sonar. Come on, sonar. Nope, solution going down. now it's going back up. 40% solution. 43. 45. I just want more accurate range on him so I know where to enable the torpedo. Alright, sonar's guessing less than 8,000 yards. Wow. Is he heading right at me? Alrighty. I still don't even see him. Oh, there he is. In the words that Seabass likes, oh, hi. So he's probably going to shoot back at us. Helm come left to course. Let's make it 160. Try to keep the wire on this torpedo when we do finally launch it. He's going to have us any second on his passive, and he will launch. He's faced pretty close to us. Yeah, so in the 1968 campaign that I'm going to try later this week, I don't shoot at him. My torpedoes won't be able to really home in at surface targets. I'll have to shoot at this little dot and hope that I guessed right. Passing 175 degrees, and he should almost have us on his passive. Alright, screw this. Firepoint procedure, Sierra 1, Tube 1, bearing 136. Now let's make it 130. Range to enable 1,800 yards. Rudder amidships, shoot 1. He went active, he has us. And, yep, con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 1 Foxtrot. Torpedo avoidance. Torpedo evasion, all ahead flank, right full rudder. Down on the plains. Seafloor at 333 feet. Correction, left full rudder, torpedo coming left. Our torpedo has him. All up on the plains, level the boat out. I don't want to smack into the ground. There we go. Looks like he steered his torpedo right over us. Back to right full rudder. Noisemaker in the water. Our torpedo is on countermeasure avoidance maneuver. He set his torpedo to activate too far off. Beautiful. Our torpedo homing in. Enemy destroyed. Enemy torpedo circling back around. Left full rudder. Torpedo has us. Launch countermeasure. All up on the plains, right full rudder. Let's pass over this torpedo. Torpedo reacquired. Oh shit. Reacquired way sooner than I wanted it to. We have surfaced. Perfect. Alright. I'll dive on the plains. We brought the torpedo up to the top. Let's go deep. Well, as deep as we can, at least. Go deep, go deep, go deep. Come on. Keep going deep. Left full rudder. Torpedoes reacquired. This is going to be close. Level out the boat. Don't lawn dart it. Oh, yes. Alright. Rudder midships. Level out the planes. That was closer than I expected. Torpedo should reacquire us. Reload tube 1. See, now's where the time where that light layer played effect, because that torpedo did not acquire us. Only reason that wouldn't have acquired us is because of the layer. He's above, I'm below. That was close. Helm ahead 1/3. Quiet the boat. Speed up time here. We just need that torpedo to run out of fuel. There we go. And we protected Hoffen, Iceland. Beautiful. Foxtrot destroyed. 9 Mark 48s remaining, 4 Moss, and 6 TASMs. Thank you, Spiritus. Have a great night, and I will actually be calling the stream there as well. Gonna spend the rest of the night grilling out with family for U.S. Independence Day. So Admiral says, excellent performance. We protected Iceland, and we will be going ahead and saving there. Tomorrow night, I'll continue this campaign tomorrow night, and then Thursday night I'll humor people who want to see me fail miserably, and we'll play the 1968 campaign. And then next week will probably be some Silent Hunter 3 for at least a couple days. So if you want to see some good old school World War II submarine gameplay, tune in next week. And thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thanks for all the follows, and we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful night and a good rest of tomorrow if I don't see you. So we'll see you next time. Until then, happy hunting.